My motto in life is if you're going to have sex, you should have good sex. Often women put up with very bad sex or have no idea how to get pleasure from sex. The thing is, good sex will make you live longer, you lose calories when you have an orgasm, so there's an added bonus. It's good for you. Your general well-being, it's good for you. It's very good for your health. I always encourage women to try lubricants either on their own or in a couple relationship, whether that's same-sex or heterosexual couples. The importance about lubricants is that straight away it helps you to relax. Sometimes skin on skin, it can feel a bit like it clings a little bit, sticky, it can rub, it can make you a bit sore, uncomfortable. And as soon as you start to get sore and uncomfortable, it seems to stop the arousal, so therefore it starts to cause you sexual pain. And the problem with sexual pain is, over a period of time, if that keeps on happening, what I tend to see in my clinic is that women lose their sexual desire and don't want to do it at all. Some of the best times to use lubricant is maybe when you've had a baby. It can feel quite uncomfortable, you might be a little bit scared about whether sex is going to feel the same, whether it's going to hurt. You might still have a bit of discomfort after having the baby as well. So it's very useful at those sort of times, and also in menopause. A lot of women suffer with vaginal dryness in menopause and they just end up not having sex at all, which is very sad. It's a good opportunity in the menopause to find each other again. Usually maybe children have grown up and fled the nest, and if you're not bogged down too much with grandchildren, you can be a bit more creative and pick up your sex life again. So a great time to use lubricant. Rather than seeing lubricant to only use if you're not well for a period of time or it's just an occasional use, make it part of the whole foreplay. There's nothing nicer than if you're with your partner and maybe you put some on him, he puts some on you. Again, same-sex couples, you can have great fun with lubricant. Have it open already on the bedside table, or so that you're not messing around with it and having to undo packets and things like that. It should be just part of your everyday life, certainly your everyday sex life. And there's so many to choose from as well. And lots of people think it's only when you get older that the vagina can feel dry and uncomfortable. But I see a lot of younger women in my clinic, and for all sorts of reasons you can suffer with vaginal dryness. Some of the contraceptive pills these days can cause a problem. Sometimes maybe illness, certain antidepressants will cause an issue as well. I'm not saying to stop any of these, but to help combat any of the side effects of them, a good lubricant is definitely the answer. Some of the better ones on the market as well, much more natural ones. You don't want ones that are going to affect the pH balance. That's very important, because otherwise that's when you start to suffer with things like water infections or thrush after you've had sex. So a good lubricant wants to give you a good pH balance so that everything just feels comfortable afterwards as well as during sex. When clients come back into my clinic, the feedback we get on the Yes product is always excellent. It is the one that I would definitely recommend. It's got everything going for it. So good pH balance, no additives, no preservatives, everything about it is natural, and afterwards your skin's left feeling amazing. So great sex, great body afterwards, and good feelings. That's what sex should be. Sometimes you might only think about using a lubricant when you're having sex with your partner, but actually it's amazing to use on your own. So if you've got a sex toy or just using your fingers on your own, who better to pleasure yourself than you? But if you're going to do it, use good lubricant with it, particularly with sex toys. There's some amazing sex toys out there on the market now. Not just the phallic shaped vibrators, but small bullet style vibrators, ones that even feel like you're getting oral sex, which is very exciting. So great fun to use a lubricant with it, because then it won't feel sticky and stuck. It'll just feel more natural, and it'll help you get even more aroused. Who better to do it than you? Sometimes when I see couples in the clinic, they'll sort of say, oh, lubricants, it's like a medical thing. Far from it. The new ones today are amazing and feel just so good on your skin. And sometimes again, chaps might say, that means I'm not pleasuring my wife, I mustn't turn her on enough. That's not the case at all. It's often nothing to do with that. Like I said, you know, maybe an illness can cause vaginal dryness, certain medications, where you're at in your life, maybe you've only just had a baby, maybe you're suffering in the menopause, something like that. There's nothing bad about using lubricants. When I encourage couples, sometimes they might be a bit reluctant, but I can tell you now, when they come back to the next session, is the first thing that they mention when they come back in. So they'll say, oh, we tried what you said and it was amazing and we were laughing. Sex is meant to be fun, not serious and hard work. So it should be fun, it should be playful, it should be pleasurable. If you're gonna do it, have the best time ever. One of the other things to remember when you're having sex is it's not all about penetrative sex. That's the same whether you're in a heterosexual relationship or gay relationship or lesbian relationship. It's about foreplay, it's about passion. Often for women, the best bit is the kissing, the touching, the being stroked. So using good lubricants during that part of the sex is really important, but getting the right lubricant is the most important thing, because some of them, they're a bit sticky, or the next day they can cause irritation. Some women complain about thrush or water infections. So make sure when you're looking at the lubricants that you get one that's got a good pH balance, because that will prevent things like water infection and thrush. There's also one in particular which I just love the name, and it's called Yes But. So of course it speaks for itself. So that's for people who want to experience anal sex, and again we'll keep the pH balance correct inside the rectal. So it's very important that you get the right lubrication. So when I'm talking about the different lubricants that you can use, I particularly favour the double glide technique. So that's where you use the oil-based lubricant. And when I say oil, I'm talking about a natural plant oil. So we're not talking about other kinds of oil at all. This is a very natural product, so very healthy for you to use on your skin. The only thing you do need to remember with the oil-based lubricant is that you can't use it with condoms. But if you're in a situation where you don't need to worry about condoms, then it is amazing. And it doubles up as a massage oil as well, so it feels fabulous on your skin. So I'm just going to show you on your hands so you can get a feel of what it's like. So this is the oil-based lubricant. So if you scoop your hand like that for me, it's as near as we can get to the shape of a vaginal opening. So this is the oil-based lubricant, okay? And you massage it round so you can feel already it feels really nice. So within seconds it's feeling really nice on your skin. And if we imagine that your thumb of your other hand is the penis or a vibrator or something, just push it in and out. Feel that difference. Nice, slippy and slidey, yeah? So keep it there, because I'm going to show you what I mean now by the double glide technique. So this is the water-based lubricant, and we're going to add this in. So we're going to make it all very nice and slippy and slidey. So just feel, push in and out, and feel how that oil makes the water float.
Yeah.
That's how wet you should feel when you're going to have good sex. How long is it since you've been as aroused as that? Yeah? So you need to tell your chap that's where he needs to be getting you to, and if he's not, then get using those lubes, because it'll make a huge difference to you. One of the other things, on a more serious note, is lots of women will say to me afterwards that they see a big difference, that if sex has been painful and sore and uncomfortable, when they go to the toilet after sex and they want to urinate, is that they feel as though they're gripping the seat of the toilet and think, oh, it's going to sting and burn, and they daren't go to the loo. In actual fact, what you'll find with the double glide technique, using the oil-based lubricant with the water-based lubricant, is it acts like a barrier cream. So you get a nice coating on your skin, so much less likely to have any soreness afterwards as well, which is great. One of the important things to remember when you're buying lubricant is take a look at the ingredients on the back. If something sounds chemical, it probably is. You don't want to be having anything that's chemically based on the vaginal tissue or on the anal tissue at all. So you want natural ingredients. Make sure you take a look at that. You want to keep that pH balance correct. And that's what I say every single day in my clinic to the people that I work with. The feedback is incredible. The best one, in my opinion, is the combination of the oil-based lubricant with the water-based lubricant. Very natural, excellent. Definitely, I'd say yes to yes, there's no doubt about that. It's superb. Yes is passionate about intimate health and serious about sexual pleasure. Definitely yes every time.